Hey guys, Mr.III here, and as you can see it's dark out here because we're testing out this new flashlight from Vastfire. So they just sent me this and it's, I think, a good flashlight I'm going to keep in my CRV. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's go test out this puppy. So giving it a little light here. I currently just have it on its side light mode, which I'll show you some other footage of how this light looks, but you know, lighting up a little how I look in the settings because, well, it has a few different settings actually. Like one, I can make myself red, or I can send out a signal just like this. But then the other option, which is a double click, this is the full brightness and then that one mode that I had myself before, and I look much better like this. But let's go look at, you know, the main Canon, that top flashlight there. All right, shut that off, and we're gonna just point towards there. As you can see, some lights over there. I do have a swing and then the hot tub with the igloo in there. So we're gonna just light up that with the main light. Boom. So that's, you know, the quality we're getting there. And that's actually pretty good. As you can see, it lights up the whole area. And then if I wanna focus, like on the fire pit, I have on top some log right up there. We're gonna just do that right now. Boom. So as you can see, it's right now projecting the chip itself. So it's doing that little square pattern. I don't know if you can really see how square or what on the camera. Oh, there you go. Actually, that looks a little better that way. So you can see that square there. And if I just pull it back a tad bit, it takes it away. But, you know, you can't get a perfect circle because it's just projecting that image. And that's what it is. It's a floodlight. So you're not going to, you know, get a super spotlight, but it just, you know, gives a pretty big open area like that. But when I come in again, on the light itself, I'm gonna put it upward, up to the sky, like a lightsaber, zoom, zoom, zoom. But anyway, looking right at the camera, I don't know if you can see, there we go. We do have indicators right there telling us the battery life. And I have been using this for already a few days for different projects and things, and surprisingly it's still full. So I'm not sure how many hours. I have to go quickly look, but we'll talk about that when we're sitting down and going over the specs and stuff. But it does have a blue light that lights up even the switch, which is nice. And even just getting that beam just like that, that's pretty cool, I think. We're gonna pull it back and go back down this way. I'm gonna push that button once. There we go. It goes in the lower mode like that, and you can still focus in like that, but then it still lights up pretty well. Then we have a flash, it should be, and then it's off. And like I said, you have to double click that button to get that side light activated, just like that. So, you know, you get that feature, but I'm gonna blind myself here in a second so you can really see how off-white I'll get here. 3, 2, 1. Whoop. There we go. Ooh, I can't even open my eyes because it's too bright. And even that's still too bright. But hopefully this, you know, shows you a little of the real life experience of just looking at this thing outside, because it does light up a lot. And now let's go back inside the house and talk about the specs and, you know, what this thing is really made of. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe. And here's the inside review. So let's go check the specs on this flashlight and see if they're correct or not. So first, let's go actually check the length of this flashlight. So according to the listing, it's about 1 foot or 12 inches. And right now with it closed right there, I'm getting shortly under 10.5 inches. So that is not correct, but let's see, with the telescopic part pulled all the way out, we're getting about 11.25. So that's the readings that I'm seeing here in person. I'm not gonna go count the length of this, but that's that for that. And this weighs roughly about a pound. The material that this flashlight is made out of is aluminum, so it's pretty tough, and like I spoke outside there, it does have this aggressive design right here that if you do need to break a window for any life-threatening reasons, or if you really need to use this as a weapon, it's a strong, solid piece, and also will get the job done. Looking at the chip inside the flashlight there, that's a XHP 70.2 chip. I do not know too much about that. I just know it's pretty bright, and they claim that the lumens, that full brightness there, it's about 5,000, which I can't really check if that's true or not, since I know a lot of these companies like to exaggerate on that number. So all I can tell you, it's bright. It uses about 4.2 volts, 9 watt hours, and opening up, let's see, get that open here. Let's move that off to the side. We're going to take a quick peek at the batteries. Inside there are 2 lithium polymer batteries. And that's one right there. So if you want to get a better look, that's the type of battery, and of course made in China. But that's what we're seeing right there. Did come with also 2 sleeves, which I'm not really sure what they would be used for, because yes, it fits in the flashlight, but it does not fit on that battery, and I'm not sure if my camera would focus in here what type of battery you would slide in there, because the other thing that came in the box is just their charging cable, which I'll get to that in a second. But either way, after seeing that flash of light in your screen there, you actually saw the color temperature, and that is about 6,500 Kelvin. And then also the nice feature about this flashlight, when you actually double click, it has that nice cob light on the side. So if I get that, let's see, there we go. You can see the little dimples there, but double tap, there we go, and that lights up. Like I showed you outside, that's the full brightness, and it goes a little dim mode. And then following that, you actually get a red light, which is pretty neat. So if you actually like to go look at the stars with your telescope, this is actually a nice feature to have there. And then one other button, it flashes, so this is good for emergency reasons. If you have to pull off to the side of the road or something and stick this thing flashing out there. But yes, that's the red light flash, and then shuts off just like that. And then with the main beam, once more we have the full brightness, a medium or low mode, whatever you want to call it, then a strobe. And that's it. So you would have to just double tap to get that cob light on. And according to them, it takes about 8 hours to fully charge this flashlight, which does take a lot of time, which I do not know. But like I said over here, that's the charging port. So if we actually come a little closer and my camera cooperates, you can see that is not a USB Type-C. That's a micro USB. And I'm not too much of a fan of those micro USBs because most of my stuff uses a Type-C. And then we do have a Type-A because this actually acts as a power bank as well. So I'm going to actually show you quickly when I plug in my phone if this actually does fast charging or not, since actually I have not tested that out. But on the full brightness setting, the one click, it's supposedly supposed to last about 4.5 hours. And then, of course, as you can see there, we do have the indicators. And I have used this a few times already, and I still have actually full battery, which is pretty interesting. But again, the company did send me this out to make a review. If you would like to pick one up, I'll put a link down below. Currently, you can get it for about $59.99 with that $10 off coupon. It is 4th of July, so I'm not sure if there's any other special savings for this Vastfire flashlight, but so far it seems to be a bright light, and I will actually use it in my car. And like I said, this is actually very solid. So if you want to give it a shot, link is down below. It doesn't hurt you. And if you don't like it, you can always return it. But so far, even up, down, I don't have any issues with this flashlight coming or turning off. Since some people I know with certain flashlights when it's facing up or down or to the side, it actually flashes, meaning there's a poor connection or loose wiring. But now, let's go test out the battery bank feature. Let's see, if I hold this button down, it should shut off this light. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's another way you can shut it off if you don't want to go through the cycling. All right, we're back, and now I found a USB type A to C. We're just going to plug it right into that flashlight here. I don't know if there will be any lights popping on from that, but let's just go plug in our phone. And there we go. So the blue lights do come on, and according to my device, let's see, it's showing me instead. I'm trying to, let's see if I can get this to focus here. I might have to shut off the lights, but all it's telling me is that it's just doing a normal slow charge. So there's no fast charge or super charge there, or super fast charge. So it is charging, but for just at a 74% on my phone over here, it's going to take 1 hour and 19 minutes until it's full. But it is working. That's one of the benefits. So if you do need this for camping or for some reason in your car that your battery dies and you need to charge your phone, there you go. But then I would actually advise to probably put your phone on airplane mode to quickly charge, or have it off completely to increase the rate. But we did get up to 75%. Let me unplug it here again. Plug it in. Yeah, it just says charging. Oh, wait. Okay, there we go. For a second, it said 36 minutes. I was like, oh, wow, it actually did go fast. But no, it went back to the hour 18, so I had to calculate there. Okay, once more. This is the Vastfire flashlight there. Link is down below if you want to pick one up. It's, like I said, it's pretty bright. You can focus that. It's more of a floodlight type of light. Let's see. It's not the brightest flashlight I've ever seen. Just want to toss that out there. But it's still bright for any other needs that you need to use this for. And then following that, you do get a beneficial cob light on the side there. For a lot of times when you need to put a flashlight down or work on something under a sink like that, it's actually beneficial. And then a quick disclaimer too, when you do actually leave the main light on for a certain amount of time, this does generate heat. So there is heat coming off of this. So this aluminum structure is actually acting as a heat sink. So fair warning, this does get hot. I don't want you to get burnt on it. But if you need a flashlight for the car, like I said, this is a pretty good one. So again, thanks for watching, and Mr.III out.